Welcome back everybody to more Atlas Reactor here on Additional Pylons Games. We're continuing our playthrough, our overviews with all the different characters, and today we're working with Dr. Finn, Sturgeon General. Haha, lots of puns. Dr. Finn has a lot of puns, actually, in his speeches and that sort of thing. Anyways, medium, above average health, below average damage, decent survivability, and medium difficulty. So let's go ahead and take a look at his abilities. He's a pretty classic healer, once again. He's more towards that classic heal type than some of the other characters that you have as support. So, Water Spout, this is his basic attack. Cone of pressured water that deals between 12 and 24 damage depending on the size of the targeter. So basically, the more focused of a cone you have, the more damage that you do in that little direction. But you can basically open it up to deal damage in a wide cone, but you're going to deal less damage per person. Fire Hose is our mod, gives us bigger maximum arc, so if we need to stretch it to deal damage to multiple people, we can do that. Gave 5 energy per hit. Refreshing Spray, 3-turn cooldown prep spell. Create a cone of healing waters, dealing healing for 24 for allies and ourselves for 6. Gain 6 energy per ally hit, and targets also gain 6 shields. So we kind of got a little bit of, that's our mod. Kind of got a little bit of a combination of shielding as well as healing. The self heal is also very nice. Keep us in the fight a little bit longer as well. Electrifying Eels is our next attack. 3-turn cooldown blast. Launch eels at an enemy that deal 22 direct damage and reveal them to the next turn. And then the next blast phase, the eels will jump from the enemy that they're on to the nearest enemy within 5 spaces and deal damage once again. Gain 8 energy if you hit a target. And our mod, that magic Eeling, again, look at all those puns. The eels will jump an additional time, so you're actually able to do 66 damage over time, which is a pretty big deal. Think about it. It just takes a little bit of time to go through. Bubble Trouble, again, look at that pun. Anyways, 4-turn cooldown prep, attaches a bubble to an ally, shielding them for 40, giving them 40 shields. During the blast phase, the bubble pops and deals 10 indirect damage and slowing enemies for the turn. 8 energy on cast, 4 energy per hit on enemies, and I've changed the mod up from the original one that you get. Castaway is the original one, can be targeted through walls. I've changed it so that the cooldown is reduced by 1, but the amount of shields is also reduced by 1. So this, the reason I've done this is I'm just theorizing that being able to give shields more often is more important than being able to give shields through walls, because a lot of times we're going to need to be able to target enemies as well. But that's just my thought. Might not be the best mod, but you know, if it isn't, if you guys feel differently, leave a comment below and let me know. Maelstrom is our ultimate. Churning waters that deal 30 direct damage and pulls enemies in, can target through walls. Enemies are also slowed due to our mod, but you can see there in the little preview there that we target a nice big area, pull enemies in, deal damage. This is really good for disrupting enemy formations, getting them all clumped up into one area. So you follow up Maelstrom with a good Water Spout, right? And you're able to deal damage to them, massive amounts of damage to anyone who's stuck there in one area. Catalyst, pretty standard. Turtle Tech, Shift, and Second Wind, all these meant to keep us alive, keep us in the fight and going. Since we are a healer and we've got a limited way of keeping our own health a lot up. So let's go ahead,
To sink or swim.
get into it. There we go. More puns from Dr. Finn. So we've got Elle, Brask, and Oz as our teammates. We've got a balanced team, 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 firepower, and we're going against Juno, Garrison, Quark, and Lockwood on Omni Reactor Core.
Mission starting.
All right. So we got Garrison and Juno on the left side. All right. So we're going to stick with our allies. Come over here to the left. Oz is a tricky little guy, so he's able to... All right. So he's rushing in here. Let's go ahead and... He's going to use his move ability. So let's use this on Quark, and then we're going to move this way.
My energy density is off the charts.
So most of the time, Garrison will use his jump ability like that. Rask with the big miss, as far as his abilities go.
I can take a hit. Can you?
Time to spray and pray.
But the reason I use that,
They
our
just
eels,
want a hug.
I'm going to use the eels so that any enemies around this area are going to get damaged, and they're also going to get revealed. So if they're making use of those stealth pads, they're, well, basically they're not going to get any advantage from the stealth pads. That's the idea. Let's go ahead and use our cone attack. And unfortunately, Juno is blocked. So we're just going to go ahead and use that and then move up this way.
Time to sink or swim.
That's unfortunate.
I never leave you high and dry.
Big miss from us. Miss from L.
I'm flexible. I'll kill you anywhere.
Oh,
So Oz looks like he's in pretty sad shape.
Love a good food shot.
There's our eels doing some good work there. Moving on to Juno, so we can see that Juno's still there. Oz is pretty sad right now. We're gonna go ahead and heal, try and keep him alive, and then move this way. What?
I'll take on anyone.
Did my healing just not work? That's what it seemed like.
Are so outgunned.
Trying to get my hands dirty.
It looked like my healing didn't take effect on Oz. That was strange.
Ow! Look who's the big shot.
Ooh, touching.
So Oz goes down,
Cruel poor.
and I'm fairly certain that he would have stayed alive if my healing had hit him.
Our next hit.
What the heck? Alright, so let's go ahead and can we get 21? Can we get 22? No. 21 damage on everybody right there. Move down here. Alright, Garrison with some good shields. Juno using her own shield.
That's gonna I make these rounds myself. Ha! Right between the eyes.
Wow. That was some pretty good bouncing there, Lockwood, but unfortunately you missed. Good damage from Rask. There we go. We are pretty well clumped up here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. Quark has his escape. Garrison does not. There we go. We're going to launch our eels this way. If we miss Quark, then we should hit Garrison. Getting those eels out and about, bouncing. Be very helpful. So only 11 damage there. Rask with the double kill. Nice job. We are in a pretty good position. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a bubble. And then we're going to move here. So we're putting ourselves out in the open a little bit. But
Bubble keeps bubbling up for you.
between our shield and the healing, it should be worth it.
Very afraid.
There we go.
Clean or messy, your choice.
Garrison is slowed, and he took big damage there from a combination of us. And Rask took my healing. Jerk. Alright. We're in a very vulnerable position, so I'm going to go ahead and use my escape here. we're gonna pop down this way.
Judgment calls.
How do you like me now?
There we go. We would have been slowed and damaged by Garrison, and I'm 99% sure that Lockwood targeted where we were. So that was a pretty weak turn from Oz. Yep. There we go. We avoided 50 damage by getting out of there. Rask, thankfully, is in the way. Let's go ahead and try and target those two and move down here.
I have the upper hand.
All right.
Shoo! Sorry, talking to Clark. 1 second.
Oz used his ultimate.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Big miss from Lockwood.
The amazing incinerate.
Juno using her ultimate, and I've got my ultimate ready.
Crack in. Same day delivery.
Ouch.
All right.
My shotgun is my silencer.
Garrison is down,
No pain, no gain.
so we are safe from Juno at the moment. Can, however, we're going to target right here because we should be able to get Lockwood. Well, at least that's the hope. And then we'll move one step in this direction. Keep ourselves shielded from Juno, as well as get us a little bit closer
Be
to
still,
these
my heart.
health orbs.
Yow!
Big
that's a
damage there from
strike in
Oz.
my book.
Never underestimate my
Big
range.
damage from L. Wow.
Right. It's beautiful.
So we got both Lockwood and Juno with our ultimate. I'm hurting, but should be okay. Let's go ahead and heal up L. Get her back in the fight. Cork can't hit me. Lockwood can. So let's go ahead and use my
Eels
shield,
Deploying catalyst.
because there's a very good chance that Lockwood is going to use his ultimate to come down here and try and kill us. There we go. He's using his might.
Ace in the hole.
There it is. So we would have been dead without using our shield and the healing.
I could tell a future you with this.
Unfortunately, though,
Artists are immortal.
it looks like we're in a bad position. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself shields again. Keep myself from being another casualty. And then I'm going to move down. Actually.
Picker fun!
I'd like to see you buggers dodge this one.
The power grows within me.
Hand cannon.
Alright. So we've got 3 enemies here. I'm going to go ahead and just try and contribute to the damage because I can't escape. So let's go ahead and damage each of them, and then we'll move around this direction. So there's a very good chance that we're dead, but there's also a good chance between Oz, L, Rask, and myself that we can take down Lockwood. If we can take down Lockwood, then it's game over.
This one's my stream of unconsciousness.
Wow.
Triangulating fire.
Nothing opens a mind quite like a plasma gun.
Big whiff from Rask. And I'm down.
My dreams are sunk.
Come Come on, guys. Just gotta get Lockwood. So we're gonna come up this way. Here's to hoping that they can finish him off this turn. Nope, they decided to go after someone who's not even that
Ready,
damaged.
aim, fire.
I have no idea what you guys are doing. Good night.
This is not.
You could have killed Lockwood. It should have been game over there.
Got fins in all the right places.
Silly bots. Alright, we're gonna move down this direction.
Cannon fodder, meat cannon.
Good night.
I'm trouble with a capital mean.
If Rask dies,
I'll give you one shot.
if either of them die and we lose the game, I'm gonna be so pissed because we should have won. They should have dashed towards Lockwood and coordinated on Lockwood. They would have killed him.
Lightning speed.
Got our speed up.
I'll rest when I'm
turns
dead.
left.
Again.
So we're blocked. The only person that we can actually deal damage to is Lockwood. So let's go ahead and do that. And then get down here.
Diving in.
Trying to finish the game.
I'm everywhere
All
I
right.
need to be.
Big damage from Oz.
Is this pain?
Big damage from Rask. Jeez. So Rask is dead too.
So much.
So it's 5-5, but we've also got Lockwood, so it's 6-5.
I guess.
Oh man, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked,
Victory.
but it is what it is.
I'm the true catch of the day.
Another pun from Dr. Finn. Thankfully, we got the win. That's all that really matters, even if it was a pretty ugly win. I didn't do nearly as much healing as maybe as I should have, but I don't know. I'm not the best with Finn. So there you go. Hopefully you got a little bit of a taste of his abilities, of his playstyle. Again, more of a breed, kind of a half breed between a classic support with a little bit of damage and utility thrown in there for Finn. So thanks again for tuning in. For more Atlas Reactor here on additional Pylons games, hit like and subscribe. Check out some of the other series going on the channel. Connect with me on Twitter, and tune in next time as we finish up our character overviews. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on APG.